Hey, it's been a long time since I did an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. And it's been a long time since I did a review of a new Trappist beer. So this is from Rochefort, Trappistes Rochefort Triple Extra. I think it's 8.1. 8.1 ABV, 330ml bottle. It's interesting, like, I guess they made this like 100 years ago and they stopped making it, and I guess they brought it back. Trying to read the bottling date on there. I see. I'll show you guys. Nothing I'm really worried about. I mean, it's a triple. It can age. It's fine. I checked the website, and this is actually made with brewed with spices and orange peel. So it's not. Which I guess you could, if you're really judging this as style, you could. I think the specs for triples say you can have like a little bit of spices, but they have to be like a background note. If it's like, if they're the main course or whatever, then it has to be a spice or vegetable beer. So, yeah, it's really cloudy. It's probably gonna rain any minute now. So this camera's not really doing it justice. Is my point, is that this is kind of like a bright, like navel orange, and I'm sure it looks kind of brownish on camera. It looks like a New England IPA, like it's that hazy. It was like super foamy. So I just kind of keep topping it off, and you can see all these floaties in there. I don't know if like that's like spices or just yeast sediment. Let's give it a whiff. Well, yeah, I mean, definitely smell orange peel. And there's that classic Trappist or Belgian yeast esters going. Yeah, so a little fruity. I would say it's definitely more orange than banana. In fact, I don't even really get like clove or, you know, the phenols you tend to get. Let me lower this camera. My screensaver on my computer is in the picture. Oh, that happened. It's a little weedy, I will say that. I saw on the website it said it's like made with wheat and oats, which would explain the super cloudy body and like a very foamy head. No alcohol, which is a classic. A Belgian triple, it says that, like in the specs, it's like one of the things, I think it's in the overall description, it says, you know, should be very tame, restrained alcohol, or I think it's like, they use some kind of goofy boomer term, like dangerously drinkable or something like that, I forget. My DJC specs are on this phone, so I can't shoot this video and look at you guys, or look it up at the same time. Actually, the new 2021 specs just came out, which I should print out a hard copy, but I don't think I'm going to be doing homebrew judging anymore. I'm not looking to level up or advance as a BJCP judge. I don't homebrew anymore, and I rarely do Chad's Beer Reviews anymore, so I don't really see the point. Anyway, let's dive in here. Wow, we're going 4 minutes. I haven't taken a sip yet. Cheers. The first thing I noticed, like right away, so I can't snap with my left hand, so insert, the orange peel, and like a very soft, creamy mouthfeel, which shouldn't be surprising considering, you know, they said it's made with a bunch of oats and wheat. Yeah, there is like a oaty flavor, oat texture, almost has like a milkshake kind of quality, or like a, you know, American milkshake IPA type quality to it. Just that real gritty, like not like sandpaper grit, just like that thick, you know, fluffy mouthfeel. Yeah, really soft. Oh, again. Cat is knocking the tripod over here. Yes, nice, yeah, like a thick, well, actually I don't think thick is the right word. Well, maybe thick, but not like heavy. It has like that, like I said, that meaty kind of texture to it, but it's not, like when I think of like a thick mouthfeel, I think of like, 10, 11, 12% imperial stout. This is not it, and also because it's a triple, it's highly carbonated. So it's kind of a weird, usually the mouthfeel and the carbonation are opposite. So it's like if it's full bodied, it's going to be low carbonated, or if it's light bodied, it's going to be highly carbonated. But this is both. I put it at least a medium, maybe medium full body. I wouldn't say straight up full, but over medium body, and then also high carbonation. Keep tasting that orange. It's nice. In fact, it is so prominent that, going back to what I said at the beginning, is that this would probably be better judged as a spice or vegetable, or a fruit beer, I guess in this case, because it's fruit, not spice. But there's still a little bit left in the bottle here. I'm going to assume this is well. Let me see if you guys can see how cloudy and gritty this is. Oddly enough, the bottom of the bottle is pretty clean. I don't know if you guys can see this. I thought it was gonna be caked on. I hate that. But since it's a new product, the bottle couldn't be that old. So I do get, kind of in the background those classic, especially not just Belgian, but the Trappist yeast phenols, definitely a peppery sensation, peppercorn, pink peppercorn, a little bit of like a clove. Kind of reminds me of like a Weizenbach, like that, just that intense, like almost like a banana bread batter, but again, I wouldn't really call it like super banana. I just, that orange is outshining everything. But there is, I will say, it's weedy, so there is like a bready character to it. The alcohol is there, but it's I will say it's very restrained and clean. It's not a hot mess or anything like that. It's it's 8.1, which 10 years ago, 8.1 was a pretty big beer, and like by today's standards, it's not exactly a session beer, but it's not something to cower. Like I can throw back, like last night I had that Weyerbacher Tiny, that so-called Belgian Imperial Stout, and that was no problem at all. The beer was only okay. As far as rating on this one, I got kind of mixed feelings. Like I said, it's very, very orange. So, and I prefer my triples, like triple Carmelite, love that one. Chimay White, love that one. Let's see some other ones like St. Bernardus, that's a good one. Even like Victory, the Golden Monkey, that's a good one. A good triple should be like really Belgian-y and not just like a Belgian IPA. There's a Trappertel in Tampa, they make one, I think it's called Unholy. They call it a triple, but it's really just like a Belgian IPA because it's so hoppy. This one is actually not, it's not super hoppy. Like, the triples have of all the Trappist beers, they tend to be like the most like overtly hoppy, but this one is not. There's the right amount here, but it's not enough that it's that the hops are overbearing, outshining anything else. I will say that I like the drinkability. 8.1. It's actually a little refreshing. It's gonna rain any second now, but also it's like 85 degrees and probably like 100% humidity. You can see this bottle, this label is just soaking wet from the condensation. Like as soon as I brought it out of the fridge, just as soon as I brought it out here. Oh, well, so. Yeah, I like this one. I'm not in love with it though. And I wouldn't be in a rush to buy it again. I would be curious, like if I could get this on tap, I would love to try it on tap, see the differences. And you guys can see all those sediment in there. Again, I don't know if that's yeast. I mean, it looks like yeast, but if they're using, you know, spices and orange peel, it could just be like, maybe they just didn't filter enough, so let me finish this. Probably is yeast. I didn't get like a dry bitterness now, just like that, you know, like crush and aspirin kind of quality. Not enough that it's like distracting or anything, but if you know this is a reference to, let me know in the comment section. That is an old school. Actually, it's not even a Chat Beer Reviews reference. It's a old school beer tube circa 2009 reference. As far as the rating for this one, I mean, it's an official Trappist product. It's really hard to tell them that they're doing it wrong. But, you know, again, it's a new product. So, I mean, it tastes good. It's just not amazing. I think this is like 3.75 tops. I could not honestly give this a 4 out of 5 or better. And as far as BJCP scores goes, same thing. I think like if I'm judging this to spec, I think it's anywhere from like 33 to 37. I think the orange and whatever spices are in there is a little outshining, a little overbearing the base triple palate. I like the triples that it's just the natural ingredients. I don't think you don't need spices and fruit peel in a triple. Like a good, if you're using Belgian yeast, especially Trappist yeast, it's gonna have all that fruity, spicy character anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go 3.75. And I forget what it costs. I guess that Total Wine, but you know, it's good. But I mean, it's triple caramel and even Chimay White are like way better as an example of a Trappist triple style. So I'm going super long. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. I'm still on Untapped, and I post beer reviews every day. In fact, I'll post this on my Instagram. It's Instagram at Chad Polands. So if you still want to see what I'm drinking, follow me on Instagram or on Untapped or both. Actually, I recommend Instagram better because there's no character limit on there, so I can really ramble. Yeah, so if you watch all the end, you're awesome. I don't know when the next beer review is going to be. It could be tomorrow. It could be 3 years from now. Who knows? But thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever the next thing is. All right.